Hello, friends. Have you ever thought about how small changes can give a major turn to your life? If yes, then today's video is especially for you. We're going to talk about a powerful book that has changed millions of lives, Atomic Habits, written by James Clear. This book teaches us that big success doesn't come from one big change, but from small daily habits. Whether you want to improve your health, advance in your career, or make your personal life better, this book can prove to be a game changer for everyone. In this video, you'll learn how to build good habits, how to get rid of bad habits, how small habits form the foundation of great success, special techniques to maintain your habits long-term. If you too want to bring positive changes in your life and improve your daily routine, then make sure to watch this video till the end. Let's begin this wonderful journey of atomic habits and take the first step towards a better, more successful life. Chapter 1. The surprising power of atomic habits. Small habits can bring massive changes to our lives, but we often think that creating change requires big steps. The truth is, every big change begins with small steps. Think, what do you do every day? Brushing teeth after waking up, bathing, eating meals, using your phone. These are all your habits. You do them daily without thinking. Now imagine if you stopped doing any of these. How would you feel? Suppose you don't brush for 2 days. Your mouth would start smelling bad and you wouldn't feel good. That's why you brush daily, because it keeps your mouth clean and gives you a fresh feeling. How are habits formed? Scientists conducted an interesting experiment. They put a monkey in a cage with a lever and screen. When red lines appeared on the screen and the monkey pulled the lever, it received fruits to eat. Gradually, the monkey learned that when red lines appear, it should pull the lever to get fruits. Within days, this became its daily routine, its habit. Our habits form the same way. When we get pleasure or satisfaction from an action, we repeat it. For example, some people smoke cigarettes or drink alcohol when stressed. Stress signals their brain that action is needed. They smoke, drink, and feel temporary relief. This relief becomes a reward for their brain. Next time they're stressed, their brain tells them to repeat the same action. Similarly, both good and bad habits form this way. Good habits benefit us long-term, while bad habits make us feel good immediately but harm us later. If you truly want to change your life, start making small positive changes. Improving just a little each day can create massive transformation in your life within a year. Chapter 2. How your habits shape your identity. Every habit you adopt gradually becomes part of your identity. If you exercise daily, you start seeing yourself as a fit person. If you read books regularly, you begin to identify as a reader. The actions we repeat consistently shape how we perceive ourselves. Someone who wakes up early every morning starts considering themselves disciplined. A person who goes to the gym daily begins to identify as a fitness enthusiast. Your habits act like small votes. Each time you perform a positive action, you cast a vote for your desired identity. Conversely, every bad habit reinforces a negative self-image. If you write daily, you slowly start identifying as a writer. If you're consistently late, you begin seeing yourself as a disorganized person. To change your habits, you must first change your self-perception. When someone starts identifying as a runner, running becomes natural for them. Similarly, when a person begins seeing themselves as disciplined, they automatically start acting with discipline. To transform your identity, define your desired self. Decide what kind of person you want to become. Take identity-supporting actions. If you want to be healthy, start with small actions like daily walks. Repeat consistently. Your brain will eventually accept this as your new identity. To eliminate bad habits, disconnect from the old identity. Saying, "I'm trying to quit smoking," keeps you tied to your smoker identity. But declaring "I don't smoke" establishes your new identity. Your habits shape your identity, and your identity drives your habits. By consciously changing how you see yourself, your behaviors will naturally follow. Adopt empowering habits to become the best version of yourself. Key insight. You don't just build habits, you build your self-concept through them. Every small action is a vote for the person you wish to become. Chapter 3: How to Build Better Habits in 4. Simple steps. Building good habits may seem difficult, but when done correctly, it can become remarkably simple. Every habit forms through 4 stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. Understanding. These 4 steps can help you effortlessly adopt any habit. Step 1. Cue. Every habit starts with a cue, a trigger that signals your brain to initiate a behavior. For example, waking up, cue. Brushing your teeth, habit. Feeling stressed, cue. Eating sweets, habit. How to use this? If you want to build a new habit, create an obvious cue. Want to read daily? Keep a book on your bedside table. Want to exercise? Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Step 2. Craving. After the cue comes craving, the motivation to act because you expect a reward. Your brain craves habits that provide pleasure or relief. How to make habits attractive. Pair a new habit with something you enjoy. Listen to music while exercising. Visualize the benefits. If I meditate daily, I'll feel calmer. Step 3. Response. This is the action, the habit itself. If a habit feels too hard, your brain will resist it. The key? Make it easy. How to simplify habits. Start small. Write for just 5 minutes. Run just 1 kilometer. Reduce friction. Want to eat healthier? Keep fruits on the counter. Step 4. Reward. Habits stick when they're satisfying. Your brain remembers actions that deliver rewards: happiness, relief, success. How to reinforce habits. Give yourself small rewards. Watch an episode after a workout. Track progress. Use a habit tracker to see your streaks. Conclusion: every habit follows these 4 steps. Cue, trigger. 2. Craving, desire. 3. Response, action. 4. Reward, satisfaction. By designing clear cues, making habits attractive, simplifying actions, and rewarding yourself, you can build powerful habits that last. Over time, these small changes compound into life-changing results. Start small. Stay consistent. Watch your habits transform your life. Chapter 4. The Man Who Didn't Look Right. Our habits are deeply rooted in our brain's automatic pattern recognition system, which allows us to interpret and respond to our surroundings without conscious thought. This explains why some people effortlessly adopt positive habits while others struggle. This chapter reveals how our unconscious habits influence us and how we can take control of them. The human brain operates on a sophisticated pattern recognition system that enables rapid decision-making without deliberate analysis. An experienced doctor can instantly assess a patient's condition, just as a cricketer automatically adjusts their shot based on the ball's trajectory. These same automatic processes govern our daily habits, which is why we must consciously train our brains to develop beneficial patterns. Recognizing our habits is crucial because we cannot change what we fail to acknowledge. A limiting belief like, "I'm always late, that's just how I am," traps us in negative patterns, while recognizing, "I've developed a habit of running late, but I can change this," empowers transformation. Our habits emerge from our environment and thought patterns. By bringing awareness to them, we gain the power to reshape them. 3 powerful strategies can help build better habits. First, creating a habit scorecard brings clarity. Listing daily routines like checking phone immediately after waking, bad habit, versus drinking water first thing, good habit, helps identify what serves or hinders us. Second, implementation. Intentions transform vague goals into precise plans, replacing "I'll study more" with "every weekday at 7 p.m. I'll study at my desk for 30 minutes. Third, habit stacking anchors new behaviors to existing ones, such as after brushing teeth, I'll meditate for 5 minutes, or while tea brews, I'll do 10 squats. Ultimately, our repeated actions forge our identity. By first recognizing our habitual patterns, Then systematically implementing these strategies, tracking beneficial habits, creating specific plans, and piggybacking on existing routines, we can reprogram our automatic behaviors. This conscious approach to habit formation allows us to rapidly improve our daily patterns and craft a more intentional, fulfilling lifestyle. The power to transform lies not in wishing for change, but in methodically redesigning the habitual patterns that shape our lives. Chapter 5. The best way to start a new habit. Starting a new habit successfully requires the right approach. Many people begin with enthusiasm, but give up quickly because they don't implement habits effectively. This chapter reveals the best strategies to start and maintain new habits long-term. Start small. The key to habit formation is beginning with tiny, manageable steps. I'll exercise for 1 hour daily. Overwhelming. I'll exercise for just 5 minutes daily. Sustainable. Small starts make habits easier to adopt and gradually integrate into your routine. Create a clear plan. Vague intentions lead to failure. Specific plans dramatically increase success rates. I'll exercise sometimes. Every morning at 7 a.m., I'll jog for 10 minutes in the park. Attaching habits to specific times and locations makes them automatic. Use habit stacking, link new habits to existing ones for seamless integration. After drinking tea, read 5 pages. After brushing teeth, do 10 push-ups. After arriving at office, make task list. This method leverages your brain's existing patterns. Make it ridiculously easy. Design habits so simple they're nearly impossible to skip. Want to read daily? Start with just 2 minutes beginning exercise. Do just 5 push-ups, starting meditation. Sit for just 1 minute. When actions feel effortless, you'll naturally build momentum. The habit formation formula. 1. Start tiny. Remove all friction. Be specific. Define exact when, where. Stack it. Connect to existing routines. Keep it easy. Make the action minimal. By implementing these strategies together, you create an environment where habits form naturally and stick permanently. Remember, consistency beats intensity when building new behaviors. Small, daily repetitions create powerful, lasting change more effectively than occasional grand efforts. Key insight: the most successful habit formation comes not from willpower, but from intelligent system design. Structure your environment and routines to make good habits inevitable and bad habits difficult. When you master this approach, you'll find yourself automatically progressing toward your goals without constant struggle. Chapter 6. Motivation is overrated. Environment often matters more. Many believe motivation is the key to success, but this is misleading. In reality, our environment shapes our habits more powerfully than motivation ever could. When designed correctly, your surroundings can make good habits effortless and bad habits difficult. The problem. With relying on motivation is fleeting. It surges initially, but inevitably fades. A person joins the gym enthusiastically, only to quit within weeks when motivation wanes. A student resolves to study 4 hours daily, but reverts to old patterns when willpower declines. This proves motivation alone cannot sustain long-term habit change. Your environment, the hidden architect. Of habits, our behaviors are deeply tied to our surroundings. By strategically designing your environment, you can automate good habits. For healthy eating, remove junk food from your home. For reading more, keep books on your nightstand and work desk. For reducing phone use, charge your phone outside the bedroom. These environmental tweaks make desired behaviors the path of least resistance. How to design a habit-friendly environment? Make good habits effortless. Place workout clothes by your bed for morning exercise. Keep a water bottle at your workstation for hydration. Store fruits and nuts at eye level in the kitchen. Make bad habits difficult. Uninstall social media apps to reduce scrolling. Use a traditional alarm clock to avoid phone use in bed. Store TV remotes in hard-to-reach places. Optimize your spaces. Create a dedicated reading chair with good lighting. Set up a permanent workout area at home. Keep your workspace clutter-free for better focus. The power of environmental design. Your surroundings constantly influence you, often unconsciously. By becoming the architect of your environment rather than its victim, you can reduce reliance on willpower, automate positive behaviors, create natural barriers against temptations. Key insight: lasting change comes not from fighting your environment, but from redesigning it. When good habits become the easiest option and bad habits require effort, you've created a system that works for you rather than against you. Remember, you don't need superhuman motivation. You need a smart environment that makes success inevitable. Chapter 7. The Secret to Self-Control. Most people believe self-control is about willpower, but the truth is more profound. We fail not because we lack discipline, but because our environment is working against us. The real secret to self-control isn't resisting temptation. It's designing a world where temptation doesn't exist in the first place. Why willpower always fails. Willpower is like a muscle that tires with use. Consider these universal experiences: the dieter who caves when dessert appears, the smoker who relapses when friends light up, the student who checks notifications despite study goals. These aren't moral failures. They're environmental design failures. Our brains automatically respond to visible cues, making willpower an unreliable long-term strategy. The neuroscience of temptation. Every habit follows a trigger, craving, response cycle. The most effective way to break bad habits isn't resisting them, but removing their triggers. Problem: your environment constantly sends "do this" signals to your brain. Solution: become the architect of your surroundings so they send the right signals. Laws of environmental self-control. Remove temptation before it strikes. Clear junk food from your pantry. Uninstall distracting apps. Charge your phone outside the bedroom. Make good behaviors obvious. Place workout gear by your bed. Keep water bottles in every room. Display books where you lounge. Create friction for bad habits. Use website blockers during work hours. Freeze credit cards and ice for impulse spending. Keep TV remotes in hard-to-reach places. The paradox of self-control. Truly disciplined people don't constantly resist temptation. They structure their lives so they rarely face it. Consider the writer who disables internet while working, the recovering alcoholic who avoids bars, the productive person who leaves their phone in another room. These aren't restrictions, they're freedom strategies. By designing an environment aligned with your goals, you conserve willpower for truly unpredictable challenges. Key insight: self-control isn't about being strong enough to resist temptation, it's about being smart enough to avoid it. When you stop fighting your environment and start designing it, discipline becomes automatic. Remember, you are not failing at self-control. Your environment is failing you. Redesign your world and watch your habits transform effortlessly. Chapter 8. How to make a habit irresistible. Our habits thrive on attractiveness. We naturally repeat what feels rewarding and avoid what feels boring. This chapter reveals how to hack this psychological principle to make good habits as compelling as social media scrolling or junk food cravings. The neuroscience of attraction. Every habit follows this pleasure-seeking pattern. Action: checking. Social media or eating chips. Instant reward: dopamine hit from likes reading salty crunch. Craving: brain demands repetition. We can use this same wiring to build positive habits. Scientifically proven methods to make habits irresistible. Temptation bundling: pair a should-do with a want-to-do. Listen to your favorite podcast only while exercising. Enjoy specialty. Coffee only during study sessions. Watch Netflix only while meal prepping. Design motivation rituals. Create sensory triggers that spark action. Play an energizing work anthem before starting tasks. Wear special workout clothes that make you feel powerful. Light a scented candle to begin writing sessions. Leverage social contagion. Habits spread through social networks. Join a running club to make exercise stick. Create a book discussion group. To reinforce reading, find accountability partners for mutual habit building. 4. Immediate reward system. Bridge the gap between effort and long-term payoff. After workouts, enjoy a luxurious smoothie. After focused work, 15 minutes of guilt-free gaming. After healthy meals, a square of dark chocolate. Why this works? The brain's basal ganglia prioritizes immediate rewards over distant benefits. Socially validated behaviors, emotionally charged experiences. By designing habits that satisfy these criteria, we make them self-sustaining. Pro tip: for maximum effectiveness, combine these strategies. Example: temptation. Bundle: only listen to true crime podcasts while running. Social component: join a runners group that discusses these episodes. Immediate reward: post-run protein shake at your favorite cafe. Key insight: willpower is unnecessary when habits become genuinely appealing. The most successful habit builders don't force themselves. They strategically design experiences their brains naturally crave. Remember, you're not lazy. You just haven't made the right behaviors attractive. Enough yet. Master these techniques and watch yourself effortlessly gravitate toward your goals. Chapter 9. The hidden power of your social circle and habit formation. Our habits are not just personal choices. They're profoundly shaped by the people around us. Research shows we unconsciously mirror the behaviors of those in our immediate environment, making our social circle one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked factors in habit change. The 3 social forces that shape your habits. The inner circle effect. Your family and close friends create an invisible behavioral blueprint. Household eating patterns predict your food choices with 72% accuracy. You're 57% more likely to maintain an exercise habit if your partner does. Students with studious roommates see GPA improvements without conscious effort. Action. Step: conduct a habit audit of your closest relationships. For each goal, identify who already embodies it. Increase time with those individuals. Create shared habit rituals, e.g., weekly meal prep with health-conscious friends. The tribal influence communities establish unspoken rules about acceptable behavior. Workplace cultures silently enforce productivity norms. Religious groups create automatic habit frameworks. Neighborhood designs discourage certain activities. Case study: the Rosetto effect. An Italian-American community showed remarkably low heart disease rates despite poor diets because their tight-knit social structure reduced stress. When the community dissolved, disease rates normalized. Action. Step: join or create micro-communities aligned with your goals. Book clubs for reading habits, running groups for fitness, mastermind circles for professional growth. The role model ripple: we subconsciously adopt mannerisms of those we admire. Children of entrepreneurs are 3x more likely to start businesses. Patients recover faster when treated by optimistic doctors. Employees mirror the communication styles of respected leaders. Action. Step: build a personal board of directors. Identify 3 to 5 people whose habits you want to emulate. Study their daily routines through biographies and interviews. Create visual reminders of their success in your environment. The social leverage strategy. The 5-person rule. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Calculate your current habit average and consciously upgrade it. Habit contagion planning. Design your social exposure. Morning. Spend time with early risers. Work hours. Engage with productive colleagues. Evenings. Connect with health-conscious friends. Reverse engineering success. Study high performers in your field and map their morning routines, workspace setups, relationship patterns. Key insight: willpower is finite, but social influence is automatic. By strategically designing your social environment, you install habits effortlessly through natural human mimicry. The most successful people don't rely on discipline. They curate ecosystems where good behaviors spread like viruses. Remember, you're not choosing habits. You're choosing the people whose habits you'll inevitably adopt. Make that choice consciously. Chapter 10, The Root Cause. Method, how to diagnose and fix bad habits. Every bad habit serves a hidden purpose. It's your brain's quick fix solution to an underlying problem. To truly break free, you must first understand what need your habit fulfills. For example, smoking might temporarily relieve stress, but the real issue is unmanaged work pressure. Until you address the root cause, the habit will keep returning. The 4-part habit loop explained. Trigger, work pressure builds. Craving, desire for stress relief. Action, smoking a cigarette. Reward, temporary calm 4-step. Solution to break bad habits. Identify your triggers. Location, couch at nighttime, 10 p.m. Emotions, boredom people, alone proceeding. Action, watching TV 2. Increase friction. Make bad habits inconvenient. Delete social media apps. Keep junk food out of the house. Use website blockers 3. Substitute better habits, replace the action while meeting the same need. Instead of smoking, try deep breathing. Instead of phone scrolling, read a book. Instead of junk food, eat fruit 4. Reward, good behavior, train your brain with positive reinforcement. After gym, healthy smoothie. After focused work, favorite coffee is your habit. Harmful? Ask yourself, is this damaging my health? Is this hurting my goals? Is this harming relationships? Am I doing this mindlessly? Key insight. Bad habits aren't failures, they're clues. By understanding their purpose and systematically replacing them, you can create lasting change. Enjoyed this chapter? Like, share, and subscribe to Book Decode for more life-changing insights.